And so I wanted to put that on the record after getting, this is the second concerning call that I've gotten in the last 7 days with your name attached to it, Mr. Cyber.
What was the first one,
And so,
Judge?
well, we can address that at another time. But my request is that you keep my name out your mouth.
Judge, I'm entitled to know what the complaints were.
I told you, you can talk to me off the record on it. It has nothing to do with this case that we're on the record on.
Okay.
But what I said is you are to keep my name out of your mouth because apparently you have a problem with speaking the truth.
Gentlemen, have a seat, have a seat, have a seat. Everybody have a seat.
Siéntense todos.
All right, everybody, this is what I like to call a you problem tonight. This is not your mother's problem, your grandmother's problem, your baby mama's problem. This is all a you problem. So you need to pay attention. This is not Helen's House of Hair. I don't want anybody, twisting their hair, mashing their pimples, looking outside, anything like that. I need you to pay attention. I understand.
Remember that attorney you saw in the beginning of this video? The one that disrespected the judge to his clients? Well, he is back with attitude and disrespect in full swing. Let's see him in action.
Run.
Okay, we're on the record in the matter of Z2 Holdings LLC and DS Huber Real Estate versus Andrea Hanson, file number 22-03472 LT. Counsel appearance.
Tom Siver on behalf of the plaintiff.
Okay, and ma'am, please state your name for the record.
Andrea Hanson.
Okay, Ms. Hanson, today's the date and the time that was set for a hearing for an eviction or non-payment of rent. And you've appeared without counsel today. You've met with Mr. Cyber, counsel for the plaintiff. Mr. Cyber, was there an agreement?
No, Judge, there's no agreement. I had the manager and I had my assistant in the room. There's no agreement.
Okay, so we're proceeding to a hearing at this time?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
This is for non-payment of rent, Mr. Cyber?
Yes, ma'am.
How much are you stating the past due rent is for?
Jennifer, can you provide that number real quick?
$543.90 with court fees.
$543.90?
Yes, and the court fees were included in that, Your Honor.
Okay. Okay. You dispute that that's due?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Why is that?
On my lease right here and states 1.9, it says utilities. And it states right here, it says landlord and agent are responsible for providing the following utilities and services. Water, sewage services provided by LBWL in the number, snow removal, lawn care, and trash. They're paying for all that, but the water and sewage is what I've been paying. So it's under my name. I have the bills right here that are paid and everything.
Okay. Is that correct, Mr. Cyber?
Judge, there was a new lease signed in November. There's been a course of dealings over the last 5 years. This defendant has paid everything. My manager's at a loss of words.
Okay.
This has never been an issue brought to our attention.
There was a new lease signed in November?
Yes, ma'am.
And that's what you're alleging is what states that they're responsible for those utilities?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Is there a ledger that shows how this amount is due, Mr. Cyber?
Renee would have that. She's our property manager.
I have a copy also, Your Honor. I can scan it right over to you. Just give me 1 sec.
Okay, you can have a seat. We're off the record.
Okay.
Okay, ma'am, you can come back here. Mr. Cyber?
Yes, Judge.
Okay. We're back on the record in the matter of DS Huber versus Andrea Hanson. Okay, and so Ms. Hanson, your indication is that you don't owe this money because you've been paying what utilities?
The water and sewage for Butter One Light.
And that amount adds up to the 530?
Oh, it adds up more than to the 530.
Okay. And who has a copy of this new lease? Although that's not the lease that was attached to this. The lease attached to this says that the landlord was responsible for that, those utilities.
Yeah.
Can I see what you have?
Yep.
Well, I have a copy of this lease, and that's what the landlord filed with this eviction, so that's the lease I'm going by, but I want to know the receipts that you show that you paid for these things.
Yes. Yeah. Sorry. But February's been paid so far.
These aren't telling me that the payments were paid. These are telling me it's a bill.
This goes to one. Yeah, this is the bill that I'm paying. This is the bottom one night bill.
Okay, but it doesn't say it was paid. What, Mr. Cyber, why is she being billed for these things that her lease says was supposed to be billed to your client?
Judge, my manager would have to answer to that.
I'm sorry, this is a hearing, so you're supposed to be prepared to answer these questions.
I am, Judge, but I'm not a witness. So let's call a witness. We'll get her on the stand
Okay.
and we
Well,
can ask those questions.
Let's have you come in person. Let's reset this.
I'm not
and
a
you and your
witness.
You and your witnesses can come in person and we can handle this appropriately.
Well, we can handle it right now, Judge, but I'm not a witness.
Oh, well, we can handle it in person because when I ask a question, I don't want your witnesses just coming out of turn without being under oath. And that's how you've been running these. And I don't know why you think that that's an appropriate way to handle a hearing. So I'm going to reset this and you can appear in person. March 1st at 2:45. Did you get them a copy of these?
Judge, we're just going to dismiss without
Yes.
prejudice. We're going to convert it to a possession. Thank you.
Okay, they're dismissing. You're all set.
I have a question.
Yes, ma'am.
Since you said, because he said that when we were in the room together, basically that I'm gonna be out in 30 days.
Well, he probably is going to try to refile. He said dismiss without prejudice, so I don't know if he'll refile.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah, you're welcome.
Will you hand me my screen box?